Welcome back to the Flyers TV breaking news. If you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button below and click the notification bell for continued update. And here is our story. The night sky over Los Angeles glowed a menacing orange, casting an eerie light over the sprawling city. Smoke billowed into the air, a grim testament to the fury of the wildfires raging across the region, painting the sky with ominous shades of gray and black. It was January 7, 2025, and a city accustomed to sunshine found itself battling an inferno of unprecedented scale. The Eaton Fire, one of 4 major blazes, tore through the dry brush with a speed that shocked even veteran firefighters, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Homes vanished in its wake, their outlines replaced by smoldering ash and memories turned to cinders. Fear gripped the hearts of residents as the flames advanced, driven by forces unseen in a generation, forcing families to flee with only what they could carry. The air was thick with the acrid smell of smoke, a constant reminder of the devastation and the relentless march of the fire. The roar of the flames was a terrifying symphony of destruction, punctuated by the crashing of falling trees and the crackling of burning wood. This was not the Los Angeles of glitz and glamour. This was a city under siege, a stark reminder of nature's raw power and unpredictability. The flames spared nothing in their path, consuming homes, businesses, and dreams with equal ferocity, leaving behind a landscape of charred ruins. As the firestorm raged, firefighters found themselves in a desperate battle, their courage tested like never before as they fought to save lives and property. The flames seemed to leapfrog ahead, fueled by the wind and the dry undergrowth, spreading the destruction further and faster than anyone could have anticipated. Each ember became a potential new fire, spreading the destruction further and faster, creating a chain reaction of devastation. The firefighters knew they were facing an unprecedented challenge, one that would demand every ounce of their skill and bravery as they strategized and fought tirelessly. The situation was dire, the flames relentless, showing no signs of abating. Yet, amidst the chaos, stories of heroism began to emerge, shining through the smoke and flames. Ordinary men and women, driven by a sense of duty and compassion, rose to the occasion, their actions a beacon of hope in the face of despair, showing the strength of community. The battle against the inferno had just begun, and the city of Los Angeles would be forever marked by the scars of this fiery ordeal, a testament to both the fury of nature and the resilience of its people. The Santa Ana winds, notorious for their ferocity, howled down from the mountains, turning the wildfires into raging monsters. These winds, often dry and hot, are known to exacerbate the already volatile conditions, making firefighting efforts even more challenging. Gusts of 70 to 80 miles per hour transformed embers into airborne torches, flinging them miles ahead of the fire lines. These embers, carried by the relentless wind, ignited new fires far from the original blaze, creating a chaotic and dangerous situation. Firefighters watched in dismay as new spot fires erupted with terrifying randomness, their carefully laid plans blown to pieces by the unrelenting wind. Each new fire meant more ground to cover, more resources stretched thin, and more lives at risk. The wind was a fickle and dangerous enemy. It swirled and eddied, creating unpredictable firestorms that could engulf entire neighborhoods in minutes. The erratic nature of the wind made it nearly impossible to predict the fire's next move. The heat was intense, the air choked with smoke, making it difficult to breathe, let alone think clearly. The thick, acrid smoke stung the eyes and burned the lungs, adding another layer of difficulty to an already Herculean task. Yet, the firefighters pressed on, their faces grimed with soot, their eyes stinging from the smoke, their resolve hardened by the knowledge that lives and homes hung in the balance. Their determination was unwavering, fueled by a sense of duty and the hope of saving what they could. Fighting the fire was like trying to wrestle a tornado to the ground. Just when they thought they had a handle on one flank, the wind would shift, driving the flames in a new direction. The ever-changing conditions demanded constant vigilance and adaptability. Decades of experience counted for little against this onslaught. The fire was dictating the terms, and the firefighters were forced to react, constantly on the defensive, their backs against the wall. The relentless pace left them exhausted, yet they could not afford to let up. The wind carried with it not just the threat of fire but also the sounds of destruction. The crackling of flames devouring dry brush, the crashing of trees succumbing to the inferno, the distant wail of sirens, a chilling soundtrack to a city under siege. These sounds were a constant reminder of the devastation unfolding. The firefighters, their faces illuminated by the eerie orange glow, knew that they were in for a long, hard fight. A fight they were determined to win, no matter the cost. Their courage and tenacity were the last line of defense against the relentless advance of the flames. Water, the lifeblood of firefighting, became a precious commodity as the flames devoured everything in their path. The Inferno's relentless advance turned every drop into a crucial resource, a weapon in the battle against nature's fury. The aging infrastructure of Los Angeles, some of it dating back a century, struggled to keep pace with the insatiable thirst of the fire. Decades of wear and tear had left the city's water system vulnerable, unable to meet the demands of such a catastrophic event. Fire hydrants ran dry, their feeble streams no match for the Inferno. The sight of trickling water from hydrants was a stark reminder of the limitations they faced. Hoses lay limp, their life-giving flow reduced to a trickle. The once powerful streams that could douse flames were now mere dribbles, barely enough to make a difference. The firefighters, their faces streaked with sweat and grime, watched in frustration as their efforts were hampered by the lack of water pressure. Their exhaustion was palpable, yet their resolve remained unbroken. They knew that every second counted, that every drop of water could mean the difference between saving a home and watching it vanish into ashes. The stakes were incredibly high, and the pressure was immense. But the reality was stark. They were fighting a losing battle against an enemy that seemed to laugh at their efforts. The fire's ferocity was unmatched, and it showed no signs of slowing down. The situation was further complicated by a brief power outage, which affected the pumps that fed the water system. This unexpected setback added another layer of difficulty to an already dire situation. For a heart-stopping moment, the city held its breath, fearing the worst. The tension was palpable, as everyone anxiously awaited the return of power. Emergency generators kicked in, restoring power, but the close call served as a stark reminder of the fragility of their situation. It was a wake-up call to the vulnerabilities that lay beneath the surface. The fire was testing not just their physical limits but also the very infrastructure of the city itself. The strain on resources and systems was immense, pushing everything to the brink. Despite the challenges, the firefighters refused to give up. Their determination was unwavering, fueled by a deep sense of duty and commitment to their community. They improvised, using every drop of water they could find, drawing from swimming pools, garden hoses, even buckets. Their resourcefulness was a testament to their dedication and ingenuity. They knew they were facing an uphill battle, but they were determined to do whatever it took to protect their city, even if it meant fighting fire with their bare hands. Their courage and tenacity were truly inspiring. The scale of the disaster was overwhelming, exceeding the capacity of the Los Angeles Fire Department to handle alone. A desperate call for help went out, a plea for reinforcements to join the fight against the Inferno. The response was immediate and overwhelming. From across California and even neighboring states, a convoy of fire engines, their lights flashing, their sirens wailing, converged on Los Angeles, a visible symbol of solidarity and support. 60 strike teams, comprising hundreds of firefighters, arrived with their specialized equipment and a shared determination to push back the flames. They came from small towns and big cities. Their uniforms may have differed, but their mission was the same: to stand shoulder to shoulder with their Los Angeles brethren and protect the city from the fiery onslaught. The arrival of the reinforcements brought a much-needed boost to the morale of the weary firefighters. It was a visible reminder that they were not alone in this fight, that the entire nation was behind them, offering prayers and support. The outpouring of gratitude from the citizens of Los Angeles was palpable, their tired faces lighting up with a flicker of hope as they watched the reinforcements arrive, ready to join the battle. The collaborative spirit was evident everywhere. Firefighters from different departments, many of whom had never met before, worked seamlessly together, their shared training and experience transcending any geographical boundaries. They shared equipment, strategies, and words of encouragement, united in their common goal to tame the beast that threatened to consume their city. And so as the flames continue to rage, the community comes together like never before. Firefighters, volunteers, and neighbors stand shoulder to shoulder, battling the Inferno with unwavering determination. Every bucket of water, every comforting word, every act of bravery, each one is a spark of hope against the overwhelming darkness. In these moments, we see the true strength of the human spirit, resilient and unyielding even in the face of nature's fury. The fight is far from over, but together we forge ahead, united in our resolve to protect and rebuild. The community came together in an unprecedented effort to halt the wildfire's advance. Firefighters, volunteers, and residents worked tirelessly day and night to protect their homes and loved ones. Their determination and resilience were nothing short of heroic. The fire chief, with years of experience, had never seen anything like this. He spoke of the heartache of watching homes burn and the toll it took on his team. "We did everything we could," he said, "but sometimes it just wasn't enough." The aftermath of the wildfire left a stark reminder of its fury. Charred trees, blackened earth, and the remnants of once vibrant communities stood as silent witnesses to the devastation. Nature, however, has a way of healing, slowly but surely. Amidst the ashes, stories of hope and renewal began to emerge. Neighbors helping neighbors, communities rebuilding stronger than before, and a renewed sense of unity and purpose. The wildfire, while devastating, also brought out the best in humanity. And thank you for watching the Flyers TV Breaking News. Please subscribe and share this video. Click that bell for more updates in coming days.